Good morning, and welcome to another Monday morning parable here on Romans 8:28 Publishing with Elder Mike. We're here just with a short story for you this morning about a man back in 2020 went out and he needed a car, found himself a nice little Nissan Rogue, had just a little bit over just a little under 60,000 miles on the car, and so he gets the car, really enjoys the car, it rides nice, and he takes his wife and his two dogs on a bunch of long road trips. They see a lot of interesting places, and he really loves the car. But then a couple years later, the car's, it's now pushing up on 90,000 miles, but the car still runs nice and smooth, nice and quiet. But he starts noticing in the garage where he parks at his house, he starts noticing some Saabs and some Range Rovers pulling into the parking lot there, parking next to his nice little Nissan Rogue. Then he starts going to church, and he sees at the church, he sees, BMWs, and he sees Cadillacs at the church, and then he starts noticing it at work. He's pulling into the parking spot, and he sees he's parked between a Lincoln and a BMW, and, all of a sudden, that Nissan Rogue that he enjoyed so much, that he loved so much, all of a sudden, he wasn't quite so happy with it. And after this goes on for a little while, he all of a sudden says, maybe I should upgrade to a Mercedes. Quickly looked at new Mercedes and realized that wasn't happening. But he found on a used car lot, he found a nice Mercedes with about the same number of miles as his Nissan Rogue, about the same year. The trade-in on the Rogue still wasn't enough to get it though. So he took his last $4,000 out of the bank and went and bought that Mercedes. Again, about the same year, about the same miles, but it only had about a 30-day warranty on it from the dealer. Well, don't you know he drove it everywhere he went. Everybody oohed and ahed and, oh, what a beautiful car. But what happened is about 6 months later, that car broke down. Mechanic came and towed it. About $3,500 to fix the issue with the car. And he didn't have it, so now he has no transportation. And I tell you, this is a trick that the devil uses on us and the world uses on us a whole lot, whether we love Jesus or whether we don't. That he gets us to focus on all the blessings that God has already, he gets us to look right past all those blessings that God has already given us and get us to focus on that one thing that we don't have. He did it to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. They looked right past all the thousands of trees they had to eat from to that one tree that they couldn't. So don't let the world, don't let that devil trick you. Psalm 37:4 says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Don't let the world, don't let the devil get you to focus on what you don't have, so you start chasing after the desires of your flesh, the desires of the world. And if you can just be content with and accept those beautiful things that God has already blessed you with, you're going to find yourself getting yourself in a lot less trouble. So just want to encourage you in this. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. God bless you, and have a blessed, blessed day.
If you enjoyed this video, please tune in to listen to our radio broadcast at 8 o'clock on Monday evenings. That broadcast on P3 Christian Radio. You can listen to it by going to p3christianradio.com. It can also be found on Odyssey and iHeart apps, as well as if you have an Alexa, you can just say, Alexa, play P3 Christian Radio on iHeartRadio.com and listen to it right there. God bless you and have a blessed, blessed day.